I was 9 the afternoon my world cracked open in our backyard in suburban Denver. The swing chains groaned as I pushed higher, trying to touch the fence with my toes. Then the chain twisted, my foot slipped, and my left leg snapped with a sound I still hear in quiet rooms. Pain exploded, but the real hurt came later. Mom and Dad drove me to the ER without a word. Dad signed the forms while Mom stared at the wall. I heard him tell the social worker I had episodes and emotional instability. By the time the cast dried, they had relinquished their parental rights under Colorado law. They walked out and changed my name on every record to Lily Harper. I became a ward of the state, legally erased. The foster homes were kind enough, but the files followed me like a shadow. False psych notes from Dad's golf partner, a doctor who never met me. I kept every paper I could hide. At the public library I read every book on juvenile rights and due process. Retired Judge Thomas Reed noticed a skinny kid in the law stacks and started meeting me every Saturday. He taught me the difference between revenge and justice. The law doesn't erase people, he said. People misuse it. You fix that. At 18 I petitioned the court to restore my birth name, Claire Thompson. The judge who granted it was the first adult who looked me in the eye and said, "You belong here." I finished college on scholarships, passed the bar, and 10 years later sat on the bench as a family court judge in the same district that once stamped me unstable. Last spring the clerk handed me the docket for a high-profile parental rights hearing. The petitioners were Richard and Elizabeth Ellis, my biological parents. Their younger son was in a custody battle, and they wanted the court to believe they were model guardians. When they walked in and saw me on the bench, the color drained from their faces. I could have exposed every lie. The forged reports. The cold signatures that deleted a 9-year-old girl. Instead I leaned forward and spoke quietly into the microphone. "Mr. and Mrs. Ellis, I know exactly what kind of parents you can be. I was that child you left behind." Gasps rippled through the gallery. But today isn't about settling old scores. It's about what we owe every kid who walks into this courtroom scared and alone. I ruled in favor of their son's stability, but I also ordered mandatory family counseling, something no one expected. After the hearing, my parents waited in the hallway. Mom's hand shook. Dad couldn't meet my eyes. "We were young and terrified," Mom whispered. "We thought we were protecting the family name. We were wrong." I didn't hug them. Not yet. But I didn't walk away either. "The law gave me a second chance," I said. "Maybe it can give us one too, if we earn it." That evening I called Judge Reed. "I didn't destroy them," I told him. "I gave them a door." He laughed softly. "That's real justice, kid." I still keep the original swing photo on my desk. It reminds me every day. Family isn't always blood. Sometimes it's the people who show up, the laws that protect you, and the quiet choice to turn pain into mercy. I became the judge they never expected, not to punish them but to prove that no child is ever truly erased.